you. I want to understand the things you like. I want to understand the things you do not like. I want to understand you as a person and not you as a problem. One of the most beautiful things about people who do not show their emotions is that they're very self confident. They have so much confidence in themselves that you can't take it away from them. And that's something a number of us do not have, but they have it in abundance. And that comes from their ability to be independent. Although it's to an extreme, but that comes from the ability of being independent. So people like them do not need a person to complete them. They are not looking for someone to complete them. They already feel complete. So they don't really need anybody to complete them. Yeah? So you, on the other hand, how can we live with people like that? How can we manage and maintain our relationship with them? First thing first, you have to come to an understanding of knowing that everybody, whoever it is that you decide to be in a relationship with, either a romantic relationship, a friendship, whatever it is, you have to learn to understand them. So it's not coming from a mentality of something is wrong with them. It's coming from a mentality of we are all different. We are all carrying different baggages. So I want to understand them. I want to understand you. I want to understand the things you like. I want to understand the things you do not like. I want to understand you as a person and not you as a problem. Do you understand? So that's the first thing first. Yeah. And the second thing is take care of yourself. See, if you're going to be in a very close relationship with people who do not show their emotions, you need to put yourself first. You need to take care of yourself. Why? Because there are certain things that they can do that would have a large impact on you if you've not taken care of yourself. If you're still having a little bit of self-esteem issues, if you're still not loving yourself, there's just so much that could go wrong in your relationship with them that if you have not kept yourself first, it's going to affect a number of things in the relationship. So put yourself first. For example, let me use myself as an instance. I'm a very emotional person. I'm emotional to the point where other people have met me and then they're like, "You are the most emotional person I know." I've not heard it once. "You're the most emotional person I know." So I am really emotional, and I will tell you that any day, anytime, because I'm not ashamed of being emotional. I used to be. I used to hate being emotional. In fact, there's still instance that I will think about it and I'm just like, why God, why did you make me with so much emotions? Why did you put all of this emotion in me? And so take me for instance. I'm an emotional person. I'm an extremely emotional person. Let me put that extreme. I'm very emotional. So let's say there is another person who is not emotional. Let's call the person Shola. That's the name on my mind. So let's say Shola. So for example, when I'm excited and I'm really happy about something, let's say you do something for me, yeah? I could look at you intensely for a few seconds and then hug you, yeah? Now, for Shola, if I hug Shola for, let's say, more than 10 seconds, he will become choked. He will begin to feel suffocated. He will begin to feel like there's a knife in his throat. That's how he will begin to feel. So I have to come to an understanding of, if I hug Shola for more than 10 seconds, I will be choking him. Not because of who I am, but because of the things that, but because of the way he has come to be. Yeah? So I have to come with that understanding. So I hug Shola and I'm so excited. I do not hug him for too long. And I just go back. Yeah? So that's the first thing. Do not be overly all over them, because it can be choking for them. Because it can be very choking and suffocating to them. Yeah, so you want to tell them how much you love them. Do not open up a bowl and pour the honey all over them. It's scary to them. So just a little bit. Oh, hi, I love you. Not, I am in love with you, there's nothing I won't do with you. No, don't do that with them. Because that is suffocating to them. Yeah? So, another thing that you would want to understand about them is, because of their independence and the fact that they like to do things on their own, they always expect that you can solve your own problems. You can do your things on your own. You can plan your day without them, because they can also plan their days without you. So they expect that you have a life outside of them, a life that does not concern them, that has absolutely nothing to do with them. Yeah? So that's why I said you have to take care of yourself first. Because if you're someone who loves to be around the people that you love every single time, they are not that kind of a person. So you have to understand. And it's not that you now go away from them and then you're like, what would I do now? Take care of yourself. Go visit a friend. Read a book. Do something that interests you, that doesn't really have to do, that doesn't involve them. It's not because they do not love you. Of course they do. But so much of all of those, it's not something they can handle. Yeah, it's not something they can handle. And one really good thing about them is their honesty. So when you go and meet someone like that, someone like that, and you ask them, okay, so when I hug you, how do you feel? They'll tell you how outrightly, I feel suffocated. They'll be sincere with you. Do you want to be left alone right now? Yes, I do. Someone like me, who always feels like when I'm down and I want to talk to somebody, I always want to talk to somebody that I care about and that cares about me and that I know well. Yeah? I'm not talking about my siblings now. I'm talking about a friend. Yeah? So, I want to call a friend. I want to call a close friend, someone that I can talk to. So, I'll just pick up my phone and call the person. Yeah, that's the kind of person that I am. But for them, they like to have experienced it all by themselves and manage it. You would probably not even hear about it, except there's something they need to say, and then that brought them to that point. Because they will never, ever just tell you out of that they had a problem one time. You probably will just hear it in a joke, or when they need to. Like, it has to be a necessity for them to even let you know that something like that happened. Yeah? So you have to come to understand all of those things. And you have to understand, emphasis on, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing. It's not because you have a problem with your emotions. It's not any of those things.